romance, occasional adventure. I'm not really into the whole swords and wizards and stuff like Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings. I don't really like those books, but I love romance and real drama like The Book Thief or all those old high school literature books and stuff like that. I read those usually in like a day or two. The Sharon Draper series, just stuff like that.
All right, so what appeals to you about romance models? Just curious.
About romance? I don't know. I just like the love stories. I just like love stories. To see the characters come together and stuff like that.
You don't see?
No, you see, it doesn't have to have any actual intercourse in it. Sometimes it even cheapens it if it does. But I don't know. I'm a hopeless romantic.
Oh, do you ever go for any of those Japanese dating sims games on that note? Well, they're not all hentai, man. I'm told that there are some perfectly legitimate, allegedly.
I am told that too. I don't believe it, but
I don't believe it either.
I have not played any now.
I hear that
not opposed to
Catherine
it.
is kind of like that. It's like a puzzle game with a dating sim wrap.
Yeah, it kind of is. I played a little bit of it. You can end up with like the one blonde chick or the other chick. It's like yeah.
Is that Caroline or something with a C? Catherine?
Catherine.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry. Let's see. Since this is kind of more on point with you right now, what's something you wish the gaming community was more like the Brony one, and alternatively, what would you wish Bronies were more like the gaming community if you could like flip back and forth?
Okay, for gaming, stop swatting, please. It's getting annoying. If you don't know what swatting is, it's just pretty much they dox you. And if you don't know what doxing is, it's where they get all your personal information in a file. They'll either leak it online. They're probably going to leak it online. They call the SWAT team on you. The SWAT team comes in and they break down your door. That keeps on happening a lot these days. They keep on false flagging channels and start doing better than them, which takes the channel down, and usually they don't get it back. That happens a lot, and it's really, really annoying, and it just makes you sick, honestly.
It's nice to see swatting is actually starting to come to the spotlight a lot more, because that one executive from Bungie got swatted.
Yeah.
And
That
I think what's the Seattle SWAT team, I think it was. Yeah, they actually like released a public statement, and like the Seattle police chief was just livid. Like he literally said something along the lines of, you know, basically Liam Neeson, the guy, like, we will catch you, we will kill you, or not.
We will catch you, we will kill you.
Seattle SWAT team.
Like that,
yeah.
Honestly, that one Bungie getting swatted was the best thing that could ever happen, because now, like, it's in the spotlight. People know about it, and SWAT teams will now start taking it more seriously when it happens.
Hopefully, to be honest, because it's just ridiculous that they come in their guns blazing and stuff. And there was a YouTuber who had it happen to them, and they happened to find a small baggie of marijuana in their drawer, and they got him and his wife got put in jail for that. I know he got out on bail. I don't know what happened to the charges, if they got dropped because it was a fake call or what. But
I would like to know more about that story. I wish you had more on that. Damn.
Yeah, because honestly, I would like to argue the legalities of that, because technically they had probable cause.
Yeah.
Well, I've also heard that from other officers that if you go in there if you go in there for something that isn't related to the call, you can't be prosecuted for it.
I heard that too.
But the premises of them going in was completely false. Isn't that like the... Again, this is where I'm going to get myself in trouble.
Yeah. If they're in there on a false premises, you can't... They can't really bring up anything they find and prosecute.
Fruit of the poisonous tree. I forgot the actual legal term for it. I don't want to get myself in trouble.
Yeah, it's
entrapment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, like, I've heard, because like the rules in place so that, you know, like I had a cop explain it to me one time that it's basically in place for, like, if you call in domestic violence, you don't have to worry about a cop coming in and busting you for pot. You can get your domestic violence, like, you can feel safe about calling for domestic violence and shit like that. There's a lot of police departments that don't give a shit, but the law is still there.
I was just gonna say, your laws may vary. None of us are lawyers. Please check with an
Yes, exactly. Legal disclaimer right here. Let's see.
I am an official lawyer. Take everything I say as law.
And I am Peter. Everything I say is true.
All right then.
Because I
you
am
can
research.
fly, kitties. You
can actually fly.
My name is Saul.
Better call Saul.
Oh, I'm waiting for that big
I am
time.
Solomon, King of
me too.
Demons.
Let's see here. You made a big switch over from gaming to ponies, where you basically had to start from scratch more or less.
Twice.
How often did you have doubts? You're like, Jesus, I'm just gonna go back to it tomorrow.
Never.
Oh.
I blew up immediately because I'm awesome like that. Awesome as I want to be. But no, to be honest, the community of bronies, like, I came from pretty much a lion's den, which is gaming, to this cushy hug box that is bronies, where everyone loves and tolerates each other for the most part. So it was well received, my first few videos. And the ironic part, my first few videos were just like kind of mixing gaming and bronies. Like, it was brony commentaries at first, like just commentaries over gameplay about the brony community, about the show, and etc. And then it kind of just melded more into just ponies, and then so on and so forth. But it was like my first few videos got a couple thousand views each, so it wasn't like, oh, this isn't gonna go anywhere, because I kept on seeing progress. I was lucky in that fact that I haven't had to grind from absolute zero for a very long time, because I got in on this YouTube stuff from the ground floor almost. So I've always had some audience because I got my licks in early, but I saw progression, and if I didn't see progression, I probably wouldn't be here right now. But I saw progression, so I saw hope, and I was like, okay, well, this is kind of fun to do, and people seem to enjoy it. I'm growing, so why not just, pursue it?
Certainly. As far as gaming goes, is there any platform you're particular to? CPU, console, anything?
Definitely console. And I have a gaming computer, but I just prefer console because I grew up with the controller. I'm no schmuck when it comes to a PC, but I just love console. Call of Duty and sniping and all that stuff.
You can hear the horde of angry PC
Yeah.
gamers. Just
What is your preferred?
charging our door.
Yeah, since that's not enough to piss people off, what is your preferred console, sir?
I can hear the nerds raging on.
Yes, the pencil, the pocket protector jostling.
It's probably gonna piss off a lot of people. I'm gonna have
Cheeto
to
encrusted fingers furiously typing on their gaming keyboards.
It's gonna have to be 360 over PlayStation. So I'd even take the Xbox One over the PS4, even with all that bad publicity and stuff that they had with the DRMs and the stuff like that.
But you sound like you're not a big fan of the next gen so much right now.
Nope, I do not even own a next gen, which is
I have to agree.
All my friends want me to buy it, but it's like $400. It's not really an issue of money as much as do I really want to shill out this much for the same thing. So I have to re-buy all the games. So buy the games I already own for the console that I don't. That's like $500. So it's gonna be even more for every game. That's like $60, and I just don't want to go through the hassle. I just hate change, like every American, I guess.
How many? Since we're talking about new consoles, how many games does a new console have to have that you want before you buy it? What's your rule of thumb?
It doesn't really, because I play either 1 or 2 games mainly on console. And I'm going to sound like such a little noob to anyone that's a really true hardcore gamer. I only play Call of Duty or I'm playing Halo. So it's just, they have to come out with one that I can get on the 360. And so far they haven't done that.
I got you on to GTA. You were liking that pretty good.
You made me spend like $120 on GTA with the premise that I was helping you, because these guys all guilt tripped me into helping you because you wanted to be in a stream with Jay Holler. You didn't want to be in it alone. I was like, okay, I guess.
Oh, Jay Holler didn't want to be in it alone.
But you did it.
Yeah.
Jay's cool, and I'm glad I did.
Don't you lie. That stream was fun as shit.
It was fun. It was just delayed by a couple of weeks.
Jay Holler doesn't stop being awesome.
He got drunk for a couple of weeks, and later he stumbled back to his keyboard and set up the stream.
Recently I heard that there's a game that got shot down on Steam. I kind of asked you about this before. I believe it's called Hatred. It's kind of a poor man's GTI. It's kind of driven up a lot of ill will about all the blood and violence. Do you feel that freedom of expression and speech should go forward in this case, or the company should have more of a duty to good taste and expression? What is good business to you on this matter?
I think game is an art form. I think it should go for the shock. If you want to go for the shock value, there's no reason for you to half-ass it. I'm actually looking at the trailer right now again, and yeah, it is completely brutal, but it looks like a video game. I'm not gonna confuse this for real life. It's not giving me chills. I'm not appalled at it. It looks brutal, and it actually looks kind of fun. They're putting realism into it that hasn't been seen exactly as like in other games, like even GTA. It definitely shows a lot more blood, but it's not like people getting like dismembered by every shot or anything like that.
Oh yeah, if you paid attention in the trailer, the most graphic scenes are what appears to be just like cutscenes, man. The actual gameplay, which I can't speak to on at an absolution because I hadn't picked up and played the game myself. It kind of looks like Smash TV. Well, that's probably way before your time, anyways. Yeah.
It's like a third person kind of slightly top down shooter. It's a 3D top down shooter, it looks like, the game. But yeah, I don't think games have ratings for a reason. If you aren't mature enough to be able to tell the difference between real life and a video game, you probably shouldn't be playing that game. Like, I don't think, I'm not opposed to like just being a game just being like straight up hardcore porn, to be honest, if you give it the proper rating. You shouldn't buy your kids games that you don't think they can handle. That's the thing. Do some
there's another thing to this too, and I actually found this out. An M-rated game is the hardest piece of age-restricted material to get a hold of. Fuck, I stumbled on that one.
No,
is it really?
Yeah, it is the most guarded piece of age-restricted material. Porn is easier to acquire than an M-rated game.
That is true. You can just go to Google right now. Type in Corpulent Brony on E621.
Hold it. Don't do it. Don't do it. No, nothing. Oh, no, we're cool, man. We're cool.
Well, one thing I wanted to bring up about the hatred thing is that one thing that people seem to overlook when it comes to situations like this is that there is the First Amendment in the United States. You are entitled to free speech and free oppression, but that is only from the United States government. That law only entails that the United States government or its entities such as police departments and other federal agencies cannot infringe on your free speech or free expression. Companies can do it as much as they fucking want to.
That is true, yeah. If Steam does not want to sell this game because they feel it will hurt their image, they can go ahead and not sell the game.
Yeah.
I expect them less for it, but then again, I'm not going to stop using Steam anytime soon, and they realize that.
You seem knowledgeable in gaming and gaming trends. Anything that's baffled you, like say, I don't know, Five Nights at Freddy's, Candy Crush, Clash of Clans, something like, I don't understand how this got so big.
Oh, mobile apps that get big, those mobile games, it's just... God, I don't know. I know Game Theories did their entire video on it, but it still perplexes me just how much money those mobile apps make. Just the pure amount of money. Like I think it was Candy Crush was making like hundreds of thousands of dollars a day. But really, the Five Nights at Freddy craze, that actually did take me by surprise. When I saw the game, I was expecting just so much more than what it was.
I do love the game theory, but yeah, I have to agree with that.
Yeah, the game theory is more fun than the game, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm already looking to the third one for the game theory, and literally just that.
Yeah.
I feel like the second one was kind of a cash grab. It came out so quick, like compared to
it's a really easy game to make. I mean,
it's not. Yeah, there's not like a lot of map design to it.
I think basically I forget what it was. Is like he was going to wait to release it, but then someone told him like, yeah, you'll have to pay this extra fee to wait or something. So he's like, fuck it, I'm just going to release it right now. He was almost kind of like shoving a big middle finger into the face of game development lead times and saying like, look, I just made this game like in a couple of weeks. Go fuck yourselves.
And it was another hit.
This one might be something Corpulent might be more amused by. Have you ever seen? Assuming you one day have kids, were you gonna go with ponies or gaming for gifts?
No, of course Corb would go with ponies.
I love ponies.
Assuming that ponies are still a thing when I'm like 29 or whatever.
Yes, when you're an old man in your own words.
I don't know. Probably games, because I don't think games are going away anytime soon, despite how much people protest and say they cause violence. Probably games, yeah. Games give you more longevity.
Do you subscribe to the theory that we could be on our way to another 1983 gaming industry crash?
It's hard to say when
people have been drawing a lot of parallels in the way with all the broken games coming out and the cash grabbing and the fast development time and the big corporations. It's exactly the way it was in the early 80s.
Actually, I never really put too much thought into that until you just said it. And I mean, I'm playing Advanced Warfare and I'm looking at how just awful it is, how it feels like the game's being made as I play it. How textures start loading while I'm playing it.
Assassin's Creed Unity, and as much as I hate to say it, Halo the Master Chief Collection, both broken games, both subject to big corporations pushing the development cycle forward.
It could happen, and that's going to be a sad day when it does happen. Of course, the Minecraft people will be completely fine because their game never changes.
Well, no, hold up. Isn't Microsoft in charge of that? They're going to start putting microtransactions.
Oh, yeah, they did buy it out for... I don't know what is with companies in this buying out stuff for $2 billion, but they bought Minecraft for like $2 billion.
It's literally the Dr. Evil of the world, man.
If anyone is interested, there are a lot of articles on it, but the guy who created Minecraft Notch, he bought himself a very nice house in Beverly Hills for
outbid Jay-Z $70 million, I believe.
Yeah, it was like $60-something million, and he bought himself like a car collection. You guys won't give a shit, but he bought like a fucking Bugatti Veyron Super Sport Roadster, McLaren P1, like millions.
I'm certain it was pocket change.
Yes.
$millions worth of cars on top of it.
And they're just gonna rot. I guarantee they're just
But
gonna.
it wasn't about the money, guys.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't about the
No, not at all.
Money. It was giving you the good game, my fellow gamers.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, you're gold. Go ahead.
I have a question from Rainbow Derp, our wonderful studio audience.
Our fan.
They're asking, do you think Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is a prequel or a sequel?
It's a prequel. Stop saying it's a sequel.
Yeah, it's a prequel. Game Theories already did an entire video on this, proving it. I could not detail you in full, but there are the wages, the fact that everything's newer.
Soul Guy's still alive.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I'm gonna have to put a link to that Game Theory in the description.
You should. It's a really great thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so mad at like people's reactions to playing the game have like 30 million views, and then MatPat's dissection of the game has like 3 million views. Because I think those dissections that he does are just amazing. They're such fun, and he's kind of cute. Not gonna lie.
So are you?
Would bang.
Okay.
What's one channel that you think that everyone should be watching but they aren't?
Two Best Friends Play.
Oh.
Really? You don't watch those guys? I was saying, like, what do you think's like an underdog gaming channel? You know how like JonTron shilled for Continue a couple years ago. Like, what's your Continue?
Oh.
What's your little guy you want to give a shout out to, or fuck them all?
I mean, I really want to say Two Best Friends, because they only have 500K. They should have so much more, but they are still kind of big.
Mm-hmm.
As far as it goes, I guess Ranting Griffin Studios. Griffin is an old comedian in the furry fandom, and he does these little Let's Plays with one of his friends, and they're my quality one. It's just orgasmic, and two, their commentary and banner. It's just so funny. It's definitely not for minors, that's for sure.
You said Rambling Griffin, right?
Ranting Griffin. Two Griffin. They only have like 15K subs. They do Retromania is what they call it, where they play old school games like Crash Bandicoot, Rayman Origins. Well, not really. Origins isn't really part of Retromania, but they do the old school Rayman and stuff like that.
Say like Rayman, geez, that's retro now? Fuck.
Jesus Christ, we got old.
We got over so quickly.
Say, Faith, would you hold your kids to like the age restrictions on the games, or do you feel that some of them are kind of like, I don't see what they were going for?
To be honest, games like Call of Duty, Halo, they get an M rating. Don't see it. Now online is a different story. I don't think, if I hypothetically had kids, I don't think they would have a mic, because just from the stuff I say alone, I wouldn't let my kids play with me. Like,
I'm so glad I asked that question.
I agree.
Yeah, because I can see like with some games, like if I had kids, I wouldn't think twice about letting a child play Halo. Letting a child play GTA, nah, that's like a game. You don't get that till you're like 13 or 14.
Please wait till your balls drop, and then you can have the microphone.
All right. What's your biggest waste of time on the internet?
Waste of time
on the internet.
This podcast.
Yeah, this podcast.
Oh, I thought I was being really good on this one. Crap.
No, but it's I don't know. YouTube. I'll go and I'll have an agenda, like I'll have a list of things I need to accomplish today. Nope, YouTube destroys it all. Have to do homework? Nope, YouTube. I'll end up watching one video, like saying I'll just take a 5-minute break. That 5-minute break turns into watching a 2-hour Let's Play. So it's just YouTube pretty much just zaps my time away.
I have a question.
Well, here it comes. Go ahead. No, I still had more, but go ahead.
Oh, you want to go ahead?
No. We all know what's coming,
Here's what
Corpulent,
it
now.
is.
Hey, Moliminous.
Or Faith.
Who do you think is best pony?
Best pony. If this wasn't a PG show, Corp.
No,
What do you
don't.
mean?
Anyway,
How can that possibly be a rated R answer?
No.
Now.
Gentlemen, please.
No,
Gentlemen.
no, no.
No, let's not have it
It's
devolve.
a tie between Trixie or Sunset Shimmer.
Oh.
I can't.
Yeah.
Pasta's gonna come in here like, how could you compare the two?
I just love the bad girl, the bad mare kind of thing. And Sunset is completely adorable. Did you see that face at the end of Equestria Girls 1?
Yeah.
It was adorable. Those eyes. Oh my
I
god.
haven't seen any pony Sunset Shimmer and Rainbow Rocks.
There wasn't any, but there was in Equestria Girls 1.
Yeah, I like the ponies better, you know. Hashtag hoofs.
I like the humans because I'm not into animals.
Well, okay. I'll ask you this though. If you could have one field go away in like gaming and ponies respectively, what would it be? What like bugs you about both of those fandoms more or less?
Like a field?
Like what area? Well, let's just stick to pony then. Fuck it. What part of like the Brony community? Like God. Like I believe Dr. Wolf sat there and said, "I wish Rule 34 didn't exist." What sits in your craw and goes, "Ugh, this is bullshit. I don't like it."
I wish Dr. Wolf didn't exist.
Ooh, burn.
We're gonna get him.
Knowing Anthony,
I don't know.
you're gonna ask for him to be on here, and then you're gonna be like, I got another show, and then you'll post this one, and you'll forget this is in there.
Oh no, I'm leaving that in, and I'm still gonna do that. Absolutely. Leaky's fucking around.
That one horse RPG game was pretty bad. Say, what should definitely be gone is role playing.
Would you be more annoyed at like the actual game, or say, I don't know, people covering it for like a series of videos?
You know, the actual game probably wouldn't be too bad if there weren't two annoying people who commentated over it. But, I mean, one's kind of hot, but the other one's kind of not so much.
Which is which?
I
No.
can't tell, but yeah, it's just a feeling that I have, hypothetically. But I think role playing is kind of annoying.
Okay.
Because I know Storm gets asked to RP all the time. I get those messages. It's really, really annoying. I will not RP with you. I think it's stupid. Even in the furry fandom, I find it stupid. It's not my cup of tea. If you like it, you know, to each their own. But personally, if Dr. Wolf can say R34 needs to go away, I personally think RPing needs to go away.
Okay then.
Well, dude, I'm gonna say this right now.
Crazy
People
school.
probably ask you because Euro C does look pretty fucking hot. I'm not gonna lie.
I get that a lot, and thank you very much.
Which one? The underage one that he has up right now?
That's not underage.
Okay.
That is me. And
I want to put my wiener in.
Oh no, I thought the Avatar one, like the one with the Scootaloo.
Molly mascot, the
Yeah.
gray Pegasus, is only 13,
There you go.
and there is already porn of her.
Okay.
Great job, fandom. Great job.
Yeah. Don't congratulate that.
Yes, indeed. What's I've only got really.
Like any of that.
I've only got like one left here. What's
I didn't like you.
what's something that you were better at that you got a deficiency at?
Something that I was better at that I got a deficiency.
Yeah, I was just talking to a gentleman last night, and he's like, I wish I was a bit more of a wordsmith myself because I don't have the full vocabulary to back up everything I want to say. And I was like, I should probably ask that on the podcast tomorrow.
It was Biter, by the way.
Yes, it was.
That makes a lot.
Big shout out, Biter.
I don't know. I'm not very open emotionally, I would say. It's not really like a video thing or anything, but like, I don't know. I'm not very open that way. I kind of put up a wall between me and everyone else. I guess that should be a New Year's resolution. Come out of the shell, break down the barrier a little bit. But yeah, I wish I could open up more because I see a lot of people who can just like talk to you about anything and stuff like that. And I don't know. I wish I could open up more.
Certainly. So, unless anyone has anything else to add.
I'm good.
What's your favorite kind of cheese?
American.
Aw.
American, that's a good answer.
America.
America only makes good pencils and toilets, son. And we're coming across that one in Catholic school.
I would like to say Trixie's a nice pony, but Twilight's.
Yeah, Twilight does have some nice attributes.
I'm just gonna come in here and kill both of you. Okay, I've got a question for Faith. How do you feel about console war bullshit?
Yeah.
The console wars and stuff. Just people
Like,
grow
do you think
up.
it's bullshit, or do you think it's? Thank you. I love you.
I'm pretty sure the corporations are also like, yes, keep fighting. Give us more publicity, more money, more news. Because they've gotten in the news a couple of times with the whole console wars stuff. That just really, it's dumb. If you like the PlayStation, buy the PlayStation. If you like the Xbox, buy the Xbox. You really don't have to convince other people to that extremes that your console is better.
Yes, poor suffering Sony and Microsoft needs all the help you can give them.
They're millions,
billions, yes.
of dollars.
I did kind of feel bad for Sony when they got hacked a little bit, but other than that,
Xbox got hacked too.
Yeah, well, I don't.
But not as bad as Sony.
No, they didn't wind up all over like every freaking
credit card info didn't get leaked.
Yes.
Well, keep in mind though, Sony's been caught a bunch of times selling their customer information to third parties, and they were trying to get Twitter accounts banned during the hack thing for giving out their information. Sony is not a nice company. Let's not forget that.
Neither is Microsoft, that's for sure.
Yeah, I do think that whole corporation worship is complete and utter bullshit. Like,
I like the drama. It's like watching people argue about mundane, stupid shit like, I like Pepsi more than Coke.
I know you don't like this guy, but have you ever been in a call with, fucking...
Go ahead.
Fascinating.
Thunderflare?
Shark.
Thunderflare? Kinda. Why?
Everyone
Oh, no, he is, like, so deeply ingrained in console war stuff. Like, I'm just sitting here saying, oh, this is just bullshit. But he's like 29, and he's just like, no, Microsoft is objectively worse. And I'm just sitting there like, you are fucking kidding me. I am someone who, like, in the same day, because I went to a console war forum after this, was just like, I have gotten into political debates, I've gotten into debates on philosophy, I've gotten into debates on history, I've gotten into debates on all this shit, and someone older than me is legitimately trying to argue about a piece of plastic. And I'm just like, you are fucking with me.
No. You made him sound... yeah, go ahead.
There's if we have one more time for a question from the stream.
Absolutely. What does Rainbow Derp want this time?
They want to know what is Faith. What is your opinion of Animated James?
Animated James, love him. Let's have drinks. We'll bang. Okay. I love his stuff.
Tell you what, if I ever get Animated James on the show, you could sit on that one.
Yes, especially since he is one of the only other few black bronies. Because there's
no way. I couldn't tell the voice.
There's Jaxblade. There's James. There's me, if I count.
There's Silverstream.
We don't count him.
Thunderblur.
Is he?
Yeah, Thunderblur is black. Yeah, I've seen him.
And I guess that Vegas guy.
Yeah, I think.
But there's not too many popular ones.
Well, no, we weren't saying Thunderbird was popular.
Yeah, it's just James and Jaxblade that come to mind. And Ratchetness, but he's kind of over the top. But yeah, there's not too many. And definitely James is one of the more that I like besides Jaxblade. Because, I mean, Jaxblade is Jaxblade. He's freaking ripped. So, but yeah, I'd love to meet James sometime.
Okay. Maybe if you go to BronyCon.
I don't know if I really want to go and travel like that. If he came over to Anthrocon for whatever reason, I'll save him a special spot in the pile.
Save him a special spot in your butt.
We keep it classy here at Limbo, gentlemen. All right. If we're all wrapped up,
I guess that's a yes.
All right, groovy.
Yay.
It's great talking with everybody. I'll see everyone around. Take care.
See ya, Limbo.